Retired U.S. Army veteran Sharon Green is a minister, entrepreneur, author, and CEO of Alethes Consulting Group, where Sharon consults with business owners to be authentic leaders, where anything less than the truth is unacceptable.
So first of all, I'm not praying. And while those little voices in your head is wondering why I'm not saying anything, did you even pray for me? Because we're talking about vets in transition on tonight, and vets talk. And so we're going to talk. I'm going to talk to you. They told me something like a TEDx. I said, well, you're going to get the TED Extra. Because the thing about transition is you cannot successfully transition if you're stuck in your past. So when I took the mic and you just expected me to start talking and being excited and telling you who I am and I'm excited to be here, it's because you've experienced that before. And if I had more time, I would have took a lot longer and made you feel real uncomfortable. Something about silence, people don't know how to handle that. But it gives you great thoughts when you do something different and you have another expectation. Because the reality for us veterans that are in the room sounds like this. You were on active duty, and then you weren't. That's your transition. You were getting BAH, and then you were not. And I got problems with that. I said, if I divorced the Army, I can stand before any judge and say I have become accustomed to a lifestyle. I got problems with that. Don't you think it's a connection between homeless veterans and no BAH? But I had to move beyond that. And so we're vets who have transitioned. And the beautiful thing about that is, on this side, we were told where to be, what to wear, how long to stay. Pay never stopped. But on this side, you have to be the leader of your own self. You have to tell your own self what to do. But the beautiful thing is that on this side, we were fully equipped to do that. But ironically, we forget that. So when I'm going to talk to you, I might ask you to talk back, because that's what we're trained to do. We're trained, Command Sergeant Major, to follow instructions. We're trained to be obedient. We're trained to be team players. We're trained to have initiative. But the most important thing is we're trained to succeed. Nobody shows up anywhere like, I'm just going to fail. This is a new assignment. I don't know these people. This is a new place. I don't know where to go. I'm going to fail. You're not trained for that. But something happens when we got out. We got around people who do one thing the same way at the same time with the same people for years. And then you walk into that world and they're looking at you like, who are you? I've been doing the same thing for 30 years with the same people in the same place, and I do it well. And it took me 30 years to get here. It should at least take you 20. We don't know nothing about that. So now, in our veteran mentality, we have to be the same people who were told what to do that tell ourselves. But the beautiful thing is, you're not alone. You're trained to use the buddy system. We got the Army in the house. And for those of you, when I said BAH, it's basic allowance for housing. If you're not sure, I still got issues about that. We're trained for the buddy system. And so the buddy system tells you, I'm not alone. So if I don't have it, somebody else does. If I've never been there, it's people there already. Nobody goes to war expecting to die. We don't show up, oh, Lord, it's the end, it's over. You don't do that consciously. You can see it all around you. Those of you who have deployed, you can see it all around you. But what the military do, what do? We clean it up like nothing never happened, because we want to take that memory away and allow you to look forward. So when you transition from active duty, you woke up, you became a veteran. So long as that transition is transition, it's a process. It's something we have to go through. You're going to have to go through it. But when you recognize, not only did I bring the federal government on this side with me, I brought state, as you just heard, local, nonprofits. I am open to do whatever it is I am supposed to do. But if you don't talk to yourself, you're not going to do that. You know why? Because money is a pimp. Money says, you used to get me all the time. What you going to do now? What you going to do now? And if you don't know who you are, you're going to run right behind it. And it's going to have you in civilian clothes now, looking just like everybody else, when we're equipped to do so much more. And the reason it's a beautiful thing to know that is because we who are veterans have done things that many civilians have not and will not do. They think we got it going on. To us, it's a job. But for them, they think we got it going on. And you know why? Because the news always reports negative information. It doesn't tell them about all of the families that we make with unconditional love, all of the places that we go in and clean up. It doesn't talk about the hospitals that we build and the schools that we build and the people that we help. It only reports negative information. So when they hear veteran, they're automatically thinking, they're great, because I've never done that. And we did it by choice. So now as we choose to move forward, our vision has to be greater than our past. So I could have came up here and did a TED Talk and tell you all about me and make you feel good and give you hope about how I made it. But then if I did that, your hope in me would have to be sustained by hope in somebody else. But when you make your hope in you, you could be the prophet over your own destiny. You can say things that you expect to see, and I promise you, the people you need will show up. But long as we keep looking backwards, and backwards was good, because we had BAH. But it was still an equipping that we were held hostage to somebody else's orders. But now, you get to tell yourself what to do. Have you ever asked the question, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I had to learn that. What am I supposed to do? Because I do a lot of stuff good. But I need to know what I'm supposed to do because I'll do that great. I already know that nothing significant happens by myself. So I meet wonderful people. I look for growth environments. Growth environments is where you're not the smartest person in the room. I got out after serving my country in all kinds of leadership positions and joined a leadership team. Why? Because it was a team of excellence. It had leaders from all around the world, and it could teach me to be kind and gentle when dealing with people that don't know the world that I came out of. And why is that important? And don't take this the wrong way, those of you who are not veterans. I call it the civilian curse. It's called an excuse. You can think about an excuse when you're on active duty, but your tail going to be on time, you're going to be in the right uniform, you're going to be ready to move out. But on this side, oh, it's the traffic. It's the traffic today. Oh, it's the traffic tomorrow. Oh, it's the traffic again. How many times you going to give me the same excuse? Get your tail up early. Find a new route. Carpool. Catch the metro. But don't come in here and tell me about no daggone traffic again. But I meet so many people who like that. They're like, oh, it's okay. That's just how they are. We'll just keep paying them because they're going to retire in the next 10 years. That's just ludicrous. I couldn't understand that. And so as veterans, we do have to talk. We do. We have something in common, and it's called perseverance. We can go into the unknown and make it known to everybody. We can take sand and build up cities. We're able to do that. That's the best gift that we have by being veterans. It's called faith. I'm a faith person, so I can see faith a mile away. Because you step out sight unseen. And you don't even care about the results because you know they're going to be good. Because somebody else have done it before you. And if they haven't done it, you get to make it new, and they don't know what you're doing anyway, so you can get an award for doing something that's never been done before. We're equipped to do nothing but succeed. But there's so many of us who choose the other route because they don't understand. They stay with the VA. The VA is safe. The VA gives me money. I can stay right here. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to move beyond that. It's so much that's available to us. Well, I don't know. I've never done that before. Well, there are other people that have done it before you. They have gotten out. A lot of information I received when I got out came in the sauna at a civilian gym. That should never be the case. Then I go into other organizations and I meet other people that are veteran, and I find out cool things like the VA got really nice glasses. I don't wear glasses, but if I need some, I want some nice glasses, because when I went to Andrews, they gave me some plastic glasses that I don't wear. But these are some of the things that we have on the inside of us. We're so equipped to do nothing but succeed. And you already know not to do it by yourself. If you don't know, I'm telling you, don't do it by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. There's no reason for us to do it by ourselves. As much rank as I thought I had, as powerful as I was, I know what it feels like to be out and nobody knows you, nobody's saluting you. You don't have to be nowhere. And your BAH stopped. It went to 0. And let me tell you why I keep saying that, because mine was over $3,200 a month, and it went to 0 in the nation's capital. And then they wonder why. So I could have been that person sitting there like, what I'm supposed to do? I already knew. First, I know my plan was to go back. I'm going to go make a whole bunch of money. I'm going to go do something. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. My background is finance. I said, but if I can help people know how valuable they are, they can manage their own money. We can help get rid of all of these excuses, because there is a solution. So now is our opportunity to show the world that we're not the problem. We're the solution. We may go to the VA, we may get disability, but that's not our destiny. That's because we've served and we hauled around these daggone backpacks and we went up mountains and walked long roads, and we getting up early and we're being in tight little planes, and we've done all this stuff for years. We are running, our knees are shot, we're jumping out of planes. And now you want me to sit still and be quiet? Especially me, because I'm a female. You're not supposed to have an opinion. We've been doing this the wrong way for 20-some years. How are you going to come in here trying to fix something? Easy. Because I think more efficiently with less. And it's good for everybody and not you. So you got to remember that. So I don't know how much time I have, but I want to leave you all with a quick story. Y'all ready? This is going to stick with you, I'm telling you, for a long time to come. Because this is just how daggone bad you really are. So many, many years ago, long time ago, your mother and father got busy. And it was this sperm, you, swimming amongst 140 million plus sperms. Swimming for one egg, just one. And when it got there, it wasn't alone. It wasn't the only one fighting to get on the inside. But you did. You won. You won the most important battle of your life. And the other 399,999,999, they never get another opportunity. Never. You ain't have no eyes. You ain't have no legs. You didn't even have no arms. You couldn't think. And you didn't have any help. But you won. You got here. You didn't get here to fail now. You didn't serve your country to fail now. Not only do you have eyes now, you got spiritual eyes to see too. You have an equipping of your past that has taught you to do nothing but succeed. You got feet that can take you where you're supposed to go. You got hands that you can help somebody else along the way. You got hands that you can reach up and ask for help and kick pride in the tail and say, I need some help. Haven't been here before. I know all about being on active duty, but I don't know about being a veteran. It's okay to ask for help. And so now that we're a team, we're supposed to talk to each other. We're supposed to come out and let vets talk. Where, although it's entitled Vets in Transition, your transition is over. Very few people go back on active duty. Now you're going to adapt and overcome, or you're going to have an excuse. Because you was in, and then you got out. And so on this side, it's our time to shine. Now is our time to be the empowerment of this country. Because everybody in here, if you served, you still serving. Somebody break down on the side of the road in a rain store, you better know it's a military person that's going to stop to help them. We're conditioned to love. That what makes us so powerful, because we're conditioned to love unconditionally. Whether you use that word or not, that's exactly what it is. You're selfless servants. And I pray that after today, you continue to be servant leaders who know how to lead me, who knows how to grab somebody else and lead them as well, and take advantage of the federal government that came with us on this side and all the civilians who love them some veterans. They want to help us. They do. If you don't know it, they do. They want to help us because they just assume that we've had it so bad, and some have. But even though that's still your past. It has no authority over your future, none. And when you know that, and you become the prophet over your own destiny, it's a good thing. And so as the people come in and the resource people come in and they sharing stuff with us, take advantage of it. If you know you want to go back to school, go talk a hole in that girl from Webster. I'll talk a hole in her head. How can you help me out? Don't be ashamed, because they really want to help us, because we know how to love. And love is reciprocal. The more you love, the more people want to love you. The more you talk about problems, the more they're going to grow. So we're the solution. And so I pray on today that I have said something to make you actually see yourself doing what it is you're supposed to do. Thank you.